Okay, this video will give us a quick introduction to manometers. First of all, let's define the term manometer. It is a U-shaped tube instrument used to measure the pressure of gases. Typically, it measures the difference by the height difference of a fluid in two arms of the U-tube. We can calculate gas pressure relative to atmospheric pressure, which is an open-ended manometer, or absolute pressure, which is a closed-ended manometer. Here are two diagrams of an open-end manometer. Please notice that one of the arms, in this case the arm on the right, is open to the atmosphere. Thus, the atmospheric pressure is the pressure being exerted in the fluid on the right arm, which is the arm open to the atmosphere. The distance between the levels in the two arms of the manometer will give us the difference in pressure between the gas in the enclosed chamber, which is labeled gas on these two diagrams, and the atmosphere. For these two diagrams, please note that the diagram on the left has a height difference that is lower on the atmospheric side. If it is lower on the atmospheric side, that indicates that we have a greater atmospheric pressure. Then let's consider the right side manometer. Here, the pressure on the gas side, the enclosed gas side, is lower. That means that it is looking at exerting greater pressure. Let's look at the two equations, and we're not going to use these equations exactly, but the plus and minus side will be correct. The pressure of the gas will equal the pressure of the atmosphere minus the height difference. And for the manometer on the right, the pressure of the gas will be the pressure of the atmosphere plus the height difference. Here we have a closed end manometer, another U-shaped tube, but please notice that there's a closed end with a vacuum on the in this diagram right arm. Usually the non-volatile liquid is still mercury. We will not be doing calculations with closed end manometers this year. Speaking of calculations, let's practice. Here's our first calculation practice. The pressure of a sample of a gas is measured at sea level in an open-end mercury manometer, as shown. We are asked to calculate the pressure of the enclosed gas in millimeters mercury, atmospheres, and kilopascals. Please notice that the height is the difference between the two levels of mercury. It is labeled 13.7 centimeters. The level on the right side is higher than the level on the left side. That means the pressure of the enclosed gas must be greater than atmospheric pressure. Please recall at sea level, the pressure of the atmosphere is 760 millimeters of mercury. I would suggest you pause the slide, attempt to solve the problem, and then go to the next slide to verify your answer. Here's the answer. So please note my different bullet items here. First bullet item, I converted 13.7 centimeters to 137 millimeters. That second bullet item just talks again about whether we're going to add or subtract. Since our pressure in the right arm is lower, or excuse me, is higher, we're going to add. So I'm going to take my height difference, 137 millimeters of mercury, and add it to my atmospheric pressure, 760 millimeters of mercury. To the correct number of sig figs, we'll have 897 millimeters of mercury. In the last two bullet items, I've simply done a one-step conversion using my knowledge that 1 atmosphere is standard pressure, 760 millimeters of mercury is standard pressure, and 101.3 kilopascals is standard pressure. Notice that I've maintained correct sig figs, 3 significant figures, for all 3 solutions. Oh, there we go. Let's consider this manometer. We're asked to solve for X, which is the pressure of the confined gas, in kilopascals. Again, the height difference is shown. We can see that we have 510 millimeters of mercury. We can see that the level on the enclosed gas is higher, which means that the enclosed gas pressure will be less than atmospheric pressure. We are given an atmospheric pressure of 1.25 atmospheres. Please try to solve the problem, then view the slide following to verify your answer. My first bullet item simply confirms that the height is 510 millimeters less than atmospheric pressure. It is important that you convert to like units. You can convert to whatever units you prefer. You convert them all to kilopascals. You can convert them all to millimeters mercury. You can convert them all to atmospheres. I like to use millimeters mercury, then convert to the desired units. You do not have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do in this problem. My third bullet item, I'm converting my atmospheres that I was given as 1.25 to millimeters mercury. I've maintained my significant figures, as you can see. Next, my fourth bullet item, I'm going to take my atmospheric pressure and subtract my height difference to get 440 millimeters mercury. Finally, I'm going to convert millimeters mercury to kilopascals, and my final answer will be 58.6 kilopascals. Remember, other solution pathways will work. As long as you get 58.6 kilopascals, you've done the problem correctly. Your Gas Lab Monster packet has a page devoted to manometers, and the answer key for that page can be located on Moodle. You will be given two of three variables, and those two will include two of the following: enclosed gas pressure, atmospheric pressure, and height difference. Make sure all your pressure units are the same, solve for your unknown, and make sure you convert your final answer into the correct units. Verify your significant figures, and again, we will only be considering open-ended manometers. That is the end of this tutorial.